The holy grail for aid researchers who are interested in aid from non-traditional donors, the holy grail is getting high-quality project-level data on Chinese aid, and nobody has it. The Chinese government won't release it. It's a national security secret. The data that we were able to collect earlier was very partial, so we had rows in a database from one Chinese government agency, but not all the other agencies that are also involved in development finance. Have a student here named Austin Strange who graduated last year. He was persistent in his desire to get more and better data on Chinese foreign aid flows. And to make a long story short, we worked over the last year to use a media-based method for collecting data on Chinese aid flows to Africa. And Austin and about 10 or 15 of his colleagues, again, all undergraduates at W&M, worked very closely with Brad Parks and with other faculty at W&M in order to construct what is now the most comprehensive project-level database in the world on Chinese foreign aid.
We set out to create a systematic, transparent, and replicable methodology that uses media reports to track a wide variety of non-DAC financial flows. We decided to try to identify the known universe of Chinese development finance in Africa from 2000 to 2011. The pilot was a huge success. This comprehensive database of Chinese development finance activities in Africa will help to answer some critically important policy questions, such as whether the recent influx of Chinese mega deals in Africa threaten African countries' debt sustainability, and whether and how Chinese aid to Africa affects African economic growth and environmental degradation.
One of the principles behind AidData's success has been advocating for aid transparency. All right, we want to free the data. We think that if researchers, policymakers, journalists, students, and recipients of aid have more information about aid flows, then their governments and donor organizations will be more accountable. Will there be gaps? Will there be errors? Will there be problems with the data? Certainly. This is not official data from the Chinese government. But we think it will be the best data in the world, and we hope that by sharing it with the world and with the Chinese government, they might be motivated to correct the errors and to be a little bit more transparent in where their aid is going and what it's for and who's receiving it. We would be happy if the Chinese government wanted to engage us and correct the errors in our data, because what we really want is more accurate data and more data so that we can understand the relationship between aid flows and outcomes that we care about.